Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Smart Chef Success Stories by Chef Buddy. I'm Kritika Vij from Chef Buddy's marketing team, and I'm really excited for today's episode as we have with us not one but two food entrepreneurs. They truly believe that a healthy lifestyle can be contagious too. We'll talk more about this in just a few moments from now. I see that some of you are joining us now. Well, thank you so much for joining our broadcast. As some of you would already know, that Smart Chef Success Stories is a weekly series where we invite a chef and understand from them how their journey has been so far. Now, we also take some questions from you all at the end of the show. So, in case you have any questions that you want to ask our guests today, you can put them down in the comment box below. Before I proceed, I would love to know from each one of you what your favorite flavor of juice is. Mine is orange juice. What is yours? Do put it in the comment box below. So, these days, more than ever, we find ourselves talking about the importance of a healthy lifestyle. As important as it is to exercise, it's also important that we eat and drink right. That age old notion that healthy food cannot be tasty is no longer true. We have food enthusiasts with us who carefully curate healthy menus, and those dishes are equally yummy. One such trio of such food enthusiasts is that of Richi, Rajdeep, and Satish. They started their brand of cold pressed juices from their home. The brand is called Elixir, and it was started early this year in January. Well, let's hear from them how they started their journey. How did they gauge demand for cold pressed juices? And more importantly, what are cold pressed juices? So, today, out of the three, we have Richi and Rajdeep with us. A very, very warm welcome to the two of you. Welcome to Smart Chef Success Stories.
Thank you,
Please tell us
Kritika.
a little about yourselves.
Sure. I'm Richie.
And I'm Rajdeep, of course. We do
uh,
have Satish, who has
yeah.
not joined the call today, unfortunate.
So we are from Elixir Mindful Juices, and we do cold press juices in SNN RAS Serenity in a subscription model. From the background point of view, I'm qualitative researcher, and I have another startup of myself, and I from educational background I'm engineer and MBA in marketing and systems.
Well, for me, it's very easy. I'm sort of an engineer, and post that, I have done my post graduation in supply chain management. And currently, I'm heading the analytics function in an organization. Okay.
All right. So, my next obvious question here is why juices?
I think because we don't cook and bake. But on a serious note, I think it has a story behind, or it started from a motive behind. So, like to tell you a story that when I was pregnant, I was gifted by thyroid, and it never gone from my body now. So I have hypothyroid, and I was not able to lose weight at all, and my hypothyroid wasn't even stabilizing. So that's when, like being researcher, I just started googling and understanding what are the different thyroid diets and how we can control it, because it was kind of high time that I should control my baby weight. And of course thyroid should be in control so that I have a better life in general. So I kind of searched, and then stumbled upon in general intake of raw food can help you. So like raw juices and raw food diet. So I tried to do it sometime, like on and off, on and off. But actually, it wasn't like working really well. But I was trying to juice it in at home and drinking it. Uh, and parallelly, we were also like brainstorming or thinking about the ideas of occupying our parking in SNN. Okay, so somehow I correlated both the things and said, okay, let's make a juice bar in our parking, which will be like, which won't be like a normal juice bar, but it will be like a paddle juice bar where you will be having a cycle connected to your juicers, and people will make their DIY juices just by coming there and working out on cycle, and their juices will be ready. So that was kind of my eureka moment, and I was telling him about that.
Yeah, I still remember it was like somewhere in June end or July beginning. So Satish and I, we were in Munich for some office work, and it was a weekend where we were roaming around a mall. And being an electronics engineer, I have a hobby to find out what's new technology going on, and I wanted to check out new gadgets. But then Satish was there to pull me out and say, "Hey, do you know that there is cold pressed juices going on, and it's like very nice. This is a machine which we see there and on the shelf." And at the same time, I get her message saying that, "Why can't can we look into our parking and make this paddle juices out of it? And would you be able to design that machine and all?" And I was like, "Okay, there are two different worlds and two different people, but both are talking about same." So it was like, okay, we worked on this like subconsciously. It was all going in my mind. Richie was doing all her research, and I was interacting with Satish, but never told him that this is what it is going on. And somewhere in August, we decided that okay, I decided I love it's too much of discussion by Richie from Richie. Let me just try to now introduce Satish and Richie, and all three of us came together to discuss about like what is this and how we do it next.
But you see, the underlying motivation mostly was from the angle of health or health lifestyle or better health profile. And I think from that angle, we started to experience the juices. And I think that's why juices.
That's why it exists. Yeah, so amazing. So your initial idea, if I'm not wrong, was to have a paddle juice bar. Firstly, I think I'm getting a lot of comments saying that my audio is low. Are you able to hear me precisely now?
Yes,
Please
yeah.
click on the like button. Yeah, I think the viewers are unable to hear. Okay, the volume's low. Okay, so moving on. So your initial idea was to use your parking for a paddle juice bar, and a paddle juice bar, by that you mean uh, there's a stationary bicycle with a juicer attached to it, right?
Attached to
And
it, yeah.
as much as you paddle, that's how much
Yeah,
you
you
need to
lose the
extract the
calories
juice.
and then
And
you
there
have
your
it from,
juice
yeah.
just stumbles and is done once you paddle it. So that was the
Right,
idea.
That
right.
was a crazy idea.
So you paddle, you make more juice, and then you drink that. That's the
Yes,
Yeah,
idea.
yes, yes.
Understood. So now, for all our knowledge, just for all our understanding, for all of us, what exactly are cold pressed juices, and how are these different from the Tetra Pak juices that we get in the stores,
Mhm.
or the fresh fruit juices that we make at home or get at the fruit juice vendor?
So it's like if I want to say cold press, it's one of the oldest technology that is in existence. So it's like in the
Okay.
age of Ramayana or Mahabharata, we always had this Vaidya, and he used to come up with some bowl and used to crush the fruit or jadi booties, and he used to just like give a
Right.
dip, and people were like completely on that. So the technology remains the same that we have to crush or press the veggies and fruit. It's just like the equipment have been a different one now. So what we are doing out here is like we have an equipment which where we put the fruit or veggies, and there is like hell lot of pressure that is being applied, kind of like the same pressure in which you can lift a truck as well, and then we extract the pure juice out of that. So this is how the cold press work. Comparing it to the normal kitchen blender that we have, yeah, we can definitely juice out of that, but then we have to add water because the blender is designed in such a way that you will be able to make chutney out of it, but won't be able to get a pure juice out of that. So this is the basic difference, if I want to say.
And coming to your point that how it is different from Tetra Pak or the juices that we get outside or be it at home, it like he said, we have to add water into it as well as we have to add in other additives like sugar and salt to make it tastier. Whereas here, it is like without any of these things. It is just pure juice of the vegetable or the fruit, and it is actually worth relishing, and it is full of nutrients because it doesn't have anything else. Because if you blend it in the blender, the water and the friction of the blender, because it really rotates in very fast movement, and because of that nutrients are getting lost, whereas in cold press the nutrients are not lost in general.
All right. So if
Okay,
I were to say
technically.
that a cold pressed juice is basically the same vegetable, the raw vegetable or fruit, just in the juice format, will that be okay? Will that be right to say? Without losing any
um,
of its nutritional value.
Yes, definitely. You can say so. But adding more to that, it's like if you want to drink like 200 ml of orange juice, it goes like 3 or 4 oranges goes into that. And if you are consuming a normal orange, you might consume only one orange and you are done. You will say that I don't want to eat more. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the juices, you are able to have more fruit like into the juice format, and when it goes to the only direct fruit, then definitely it is less. But yeah, when we
Okay.
compare on the nutrient value, yes, the cold pressed juices are very close to the raw fruit or veggies, I would say.
like I think last week I posted on my group that one bottle of orange juice would give you approximately 90% of your daily intake value, which you might not get if you consume just one orange. Or like how many people can eat really raw vegetables, right? Like palak is no one can eat, except I think vegetables which we can use for salads. Even that, for like beetroot, he doesn't eat beetroot, right? So many people wouldn't eat many, my sister doesn't eat cucumber. So it, like in juice format, at least it is going inside and it is actually helping your body to have like a better version of yourself.
Right. Understood. Now, we are definitely seeing a change, a shift in mindset, and people are becoming more and more conscious about what they eat. They are moving towards mindful and healthy eating. But when you were starting Elixir last year, when the planning was still going on, how did you gauge the interest of your community? How, did you judge that there would be takers for cold pressed juices?
You want to
I
answer that?
think I might have to continue the story I left behind.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
so after the discussions and things that we planned, we actually didn't work on the idea for 2, 3 months, but I was trying to observe what actually it does to us, and then I was trying regularly to drink juices in a cold press machine. Okay, and like trying to gauge how it works on me and how it actually helps me control the problems that I have mentioned earlier. So to my surprise, actually, it really worked. Like within few days, I was starting to feel more energy, because if you have hypothyroid, you're low on energy and kind of sleep every day. Because I'm not a person who can sleep for a long time, but I was kind of tired and lethargic every time. But after drinking juices for continuously for few days, I was like kind of bit higher on energy, as well as like after consumption of for about 3 months or so, we did test, and then tests were somewhat in control. Also my weight for the first time in 3 years, it was kind of controlled. So it, like we were thinking like, okay, if it is working on me, then it might be helpful for other people also. So that's where we, like in one of those such discussions among three of us, we decided to do a pilot, and which was around like it was already October, and Navratra was starting. So we said, okay, let's start the pilot on the first day of Navratra. We were not prepared at all, but we just went about it with the hypothesis that juices might not fit into anybody's life, and let's see how it goes. But to our surprise, I think we were booked for all 10 days,
Yeah.
and people were loving it, and we did serve for all the 10 days. We had three variants that time, and then people really loved each variant.
Yeah,
And
one thing was
yeah,
like we didn't had anything in mind that we will be getting this into commercial, and we said, okay, let's try to see if there is any benefit to everybody whom we are serving. But the surprising part was also like when we were delivering the juices to them, and upfront they were saying that they don't want to take it free, they want to charge, they want us to pay back for us. So that was like, okay, looks like we have a requirement that can be dealt commercially as well, and of course with mindful juices attached to it.
and I'm being researcher. I was like very keen on converting that opportunity, saying, okay, no, let's barter it for your interview, your time. So everyone kind of agreed, and we took interview to understand what actually they felt, and like how was the experience overall from the brand perspective, but also from like how actually it helped them, because it was showing kind of results to me. So I was having the hypothesis that they might be having some minute experiences. So people did come back and say that yes, they have felt few changes, like their skin, the dryness of the skin has reduced, or their skin was a little bit glowing. Then one person said that they felt overall better energy and better well-being in general. And someone said that it has improved their bowel movement as well, so movement also. So it kind of gave us confidence that yes, we are going towards the right direction, and to understand what actually the problem, or what we can do for a better healthy lifestyle for people.
Yeah, that was like
I
kind
think,
of.
yeah, it's too much of Gyan, I think.
Pilots are a great way to start.
No, we cannot hear you.
Okay, just hang on, just hang on. Yeah. Am I audible to you now?
Yes.
All right. So what I was saying was, I think pilots are quite important because that's the first time that you're actually presenting your product to the potential customers, and getting feedback right at that time is the most important thing that can be done. And there are a lot of learnings along the way also, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of
So,
course.
like from learning point of view, we learned a lot, like from there, like from how people perceive your offerings, like whether they actually like it, they don't like it, what are the missing pointers, or are they interested in terms of continuing for a regular period, versus from the logistics point of
Oh
view.
yeah, that was like that was the biggest learning. So we always knew that fruits and veggies are available just in front of the gate, but when we were trying to make it a commercial model and we wanted to be competitive on the price as compared to the other large, and it was like a challenge for us. So it's like the challenge how we can get the fresh fruits on time, the right quantity, and I'm able to meet my demand, and I'm able to also lessen my wastage. So that was like that's still going on. We are optimizing in it. Every day is a learning for us, I would say. And as you have rightly
Absolutely.
mentioned, that open to feedback was really it's like helping us on that.
Yes.
Right. So, you have continuously mentioned so far that how you want to promote a healthy lifestyle, right? And that is not something that you can achieve in just one day or just like 1 week in a month. So, how do you make sure that through your juices, customers can actually inculcate a healthy lifestyle in the regular routine as well?
That's a difficult question.
Okay, so like going back to like the thing where actually I started, like I in the beginning I mentioned that I did on and off kind of juice as well as raw food intake, right? So of course, one being foodie, I was not very open to change to that kind of routine. So I first adapted to only morning routines. like juice and the morning raw food as a breakfast. But even then, I was not able to continue it because the kind of effort, like having juice every day, is amazing. It is like a kind of
Right.
fulfilling thing. But the kind of effort that goes into the before and after of it is like
Massive.
really is massive. So like you have to clean your raw foods, you have to prepare it well so that you don't feel bad taste. Then you have to of course juice it, and then after that you have to like clean up. So at that time I was
Right.
using blender. Okay, so I was blending it, like I was trying all the kind of green juices. And then it was like it was like too much of effort, and like I did for 1 day 2 day, but from the third day onwards kind of fatigue sets in, and I was like, oh god, like I don't want to do it. And it wasn't like it doesn't give you the results immediately, like you don't see अच्छा आज पी लिया तो कल मेरा चेहरा ग्लो करेगा या कल मैं एकदम फिट हो जाऊंगी,
That's
ऐसा
true. Correct.
it doesn't work like that
Happens
way.
in movies.
So so I was like yeah then the menu nahi karna. It was like too much of effort, and I couldn't continue it that time. So we thought that if that was happening to me, it must be a pain for other person also, like even if they like juices, uh, it would be a problem, or it would be an effort that they have to put in. So they would do it for one, like they would buy the juicer, okay I will do it every day. They would do 1 day 2 day or even for 1 week or 2 week, but from third week onwards this fatigue sets in, and then
Yeah.
I think they would
Probably they will pack their juice over a period of time, and
and
then
then
we
put it
would,
on OLX
yeah,
and say,
OLX
okay,
okay,
like
done with
too
it.
much of effort. So for that problem, we thought that it is, and the results are seen in cold press bit faster than, of course, the blended juice. Uh,
Okay.
and also like if you have it every day as a routine, it helps you to improve your body, and it actually sees in like 1 week or 2 week you start to see the differences. um, so we that's why we introduced a subscription model kind of setup. So like we every week we introduce a weekly subscription. Of course people can opt for 3 days or 2 days also, but you have to just help us to understand in advance, at least 1 day in
Right.
advance, so that we can prepare it. And then we just serve it weekly subscription model basis. And I think that's helpful because many people who have been consuming since last 2 months, like we have started subscription model only in June after the COVID situation. So people who have been consuming every day, they have come back and told us that they have been seeing some differences in their overall health. So one person
Okay.
has like a couple of them actually said that it has helped them to reduce their weight, of course in conjunction with their daily routine, from workout as well as food intake point of view. Then someone has said that it helped them to have a better energy level. uh, Someone has said that it has give them a symptomatic relief from their PCOD problem. So these
Okay.
kind of like inputs actually helped us to see, okay, yeah, we are moving towards the right path, and we are actually providing a healthy way out of it. And this subscription model really helped people. That
And since
yeah.
Right.
since I'm from the delivery side of it, so and Satish from the procurement side, so we wanted to have a plan or a process in such a way that we are able to plan our procurement in well advance, and it's not like that in the morning the fruits are not there and we are not able to serve the juices on time, something like that. So this subscription model helped us to
Right.
accumulate the demand, have a better price, and then we taken it off as Richie mentioned.
Wonderful. And for the customers also, they don't have to worry about making their own juice every day. They have you
Right.
to, like provide them 5 days in a
You
week,
can just
and they can
simply
stick to
open the
their healthy
bottle and
routine.
take the
Yes,
sip.
they don't have to prepare
Yeah.
for it or clean for it.
Right. Right. So, so when you plan to introduce a new flavor of juice every time that you do that, what is the kind of research or study that goes into it just to understand the health benefits from that particular flavor?
So it's like though we both are engineers, but the angle of elevation is towards the Ayurveda. This is because Satish's ancestors and parents, grandparents, they belong to this Ayurvedic branch, and he brings a lot of experience out of that. But that's not there. Would you like to add on what we have more, or?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that we serve because we have half-baked knowledge. But we
Right.
also have an Ayurvedic expert on board who helps us to have the proper ingredients and proper composition for any juices. Okay, so when we have to design a juice, we approach her. She gives us a kind of composition, and we try on different kind of composition and different kind of variants, and then we fix on one. So suppose one is fixed, we try it ourselves for at least 2 weeks or so, because we are three kind of
Okay.
people and two kind of different types, body types. So we kind of drink it for 2 weeks so that we understand what are the problems actually we are facing, or are there any major effects which might have like any adverse effect on people. So
Okay.
and we drink it for 2 weeks, and whatever is the problem, we actually report it back to her, and then we try to adjust the composition and see how well it actually goes from the palatable point of view, as well as from the
Yeah.
helpful, like body health point of view. Also, the logic here is from like from childhood, whatever your body is used to for eating, like जो भी आप खाते पीते हैं, uh, will be helping you. That kind of food only will be helping you to have a better life, or better improvement, or a healing power. So if you go tomorrow and have kale or broccoli juice every day, it might not be as helpful as palak or I forgot the
Wheatgrass
name,
or
wheat grass, or like all the Indian ingredients that we use. So
Right.
that's why we use all the like our regular ingredients like spinach, apple, orange, pineapple, sepu, which is dill, and amaranth, which is cholai ki bhaji or saag. Uh,
Okay.
or beetroot. So that it actually helps you in overall way, rather than actually giving you all the fancy things.
uh,
Right.
Um,
Okay. I think so. Definitely a lot of study is required, right? When you're
right.
into the health food business, you need to know firstly for yourself what proportions have to be used, what composition should be. And yeah. So, in terms of challenges so far, you're still in your first year of operations, but I'm sure that there are certain challenges that you would have faced along the way. Anything that comes to the top of your mind?
well, every day is a challenge for us, definitely. Like starting from the getting the fresh fruits, then juicing them on time, and trying to deliver it within 30 minutes of juicing, so that when people
Mhm.
are the souls are consuming it, they get the maximum benefit. That's all a challenge. Other than that, yeah, getting into the subscription model was also a challenge for us. Like, yeah, if there was no positive result, people might have not got into the subscription model as a challenge, into the model. So that's kind of a
Okay.
challenge.
I think like
Well,
maintaining freshness is one of the biggest challenge. Like also like making people also aware that like if there's a cold pressed juices, it has to be consumed within particular
yeah.
span of time, versus if we deliver it, many people of course drink quickly, immediately, but many people actually store it inside the fridge. So we have to tell them that you just seal it properly, like don't open the bottles before like before you want to drink it.
Yeah.
So like all those
Right.
things come into picture. But I think not many major challenges. Of course, like COVID challenges are everyone are facing, every other person is facing. So we we are also kind of dealing with it. Um,
Right.
yeah, but I think that's it from our from the challenges point of view.
So from the subscription point of view, we have a question from one of our viewers. We'll be taking that up towards the end. And
Sure, sure.
also, I would like to remind our viewers here, in case you have any questions that you want to ask Ruchi and Rajdeep, just put them down in the comments and we'll take it up in just a short while. So I'm quite curious to know what is next for Elixir. Now, cold press juices you're already doing. What do you have in mind?
So I think we have plans to launch our shots. So we do have we have like before COVID hit up, we actually launched immunity shots, but we were having problems with getting the proper packaging or the proper bottle for it because it's like 50 ml of shots. So like now there will be like more shots and it will be mostly focused on the vegetable juices. So you might be seeing our Loki featured in shots or a Karela featured in shots. Of course, we will try to make it palatable, and that's why it is getting a bit delayed. And it sounds scary, I know. Like many people would say, no, I won't like he is making faces. So think about other people, but it also has a lot of health benefits. Like many like I have been reading also talking to my experts saying that okay, Loki has benefits towards hypertension and BP versus Karela has benefits towards diabetes. Then you have wheatgrass as an overall health superfood, or
Right.
moringa leaves, I would say. So it's like kind of superfoods all around the world. So why not to have it in a shorts format? Of course, it will not be in 200 ml bottle, but it will be in a 50 ml or max 50 ml bottle, so that you can just gulp gulp it and go away with it.
And
Yeah.
this is what would have is one of the challenge when I was not able to answer complete on that. So it's like at times people will try to go for the taste and will not go for
Right.
the benefits that they will get of that, and then to make them understand like how the benefits are more as compared to what we are tasting is one of the challenge for us. But yeah, next is what on the plate or the menu is like the shots. We are trying like Lucky shots for now over a week. It is literally a challenging one, but yeah, it has its own benefit.
All right. Amazing. And I couldn't help but notice that some of your juices have some really interesting names like the Mighty Orange, Appetizing Beetroot. Now, who among the three of you comes up with these names and what's the thought process behind it?
I should play safe here. Okay. So I think main logic that goes behind it is like what kind of benefits it gives you. So like immuno pineapple. It actually has all the immunity ingredients like it's a milder version of our immunity shots. So ginger, turmeric,
Okay.
garlic, and pineapple are the main ingredients. Uh, so, but it actually helps you to build on immunity, which is very much required
Right.
in this kind of season. Or slimming greens, if you say so. Palak, apple, celery, lemon, ginger. All these are fat burning ingredients, I would say, and it actually works on that waistline of yours. So like one thought process is of course a benefit, and that's how we name it. The second would be it's very funny but whatever first feeling I get after drinking particular juice, I just name that.
Mm-hmm.
So the beetroot is like one of my favorite. uh, when I drank that drink for the first time, I was like, wow, what an earthy taste. So that's why I just named it
Okay.
earthy beetroot. Versus appetizing beetroot, which is the second variant of beetroot. It's like feeling so hungry after that. I was like, let's name it appetizing beetroot. So it actually gives you the feeling that what is happening with this particular flavors. I think
Right.
like a few of names are very generic, but it actually like we are building on the content for those like Mighty Orange. It has all the benefits, so I cannot just name one
And
benefit
the
out of
oranges
it.
are mighty inside also.
Yeah, so that is one,
Yeah.
and then A for anar, because A for anar, but A for antioxidants, A for many things are there in
True.
anar.
Yeah.
So we're building on the content for that benefits. So yeah, there's no much logic behind it.
All right. That's interesting. So it's either the health benefit or the first feeling that you get right after taking the first sip of the juice.
Yeah.
Right,
So, in
right.
fact, I think so. We have a comment here from Asha who says that she would rather take the Loki shot than eat Loki ki sabzi. So I think there you
Damn it.
Whoa.
see there are
I am
demand. There's
definitely am.
demand for that.
Yes.
All right. So again, you're still, I think the first year of operations is going on for you. But in terms of just managing your business administratively, if we have to say, just keeping a tab of the orders, the delivery times, subscription, since you have like a subscription model now, how has that been going on for you?
I still remember on our second day of operation, you called us and we were like, okay, you actually introduced me to Chef Buddy, and you were telling me about what all features it has. But considering January, we just started and it was like kind of very small setup, and we had really low orders, so I just ignored using Chef Buddy. Okay, but like we were using our WhatsApp and Keep app on Google's to
Okay.
note down all the orders. Sometimes we were putting it on our paper and
And the writing board as well.
writing board. Yeah. So like we have a toddler at home, so she would go and wipe off our like whiteboard, or she would just tear the page, or we lose the page most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then even the keep wasn't working really well because it wasn't like I wasn't able to track it very well with WhatsApp and stuff. So I kind of thought, I think in March that let's switch, let's give a try to Chef Buddy and see what actually we can do. And I would say it really worked because I was able to track all the orders properly. I was able to see which are the next orders coming, and which are the different variants different people are asking for, so that it helps me to plan my inventory as well. And
I think the best part
yeah.
of it is like at the end of the month, we can also get the sales report directly in a format of
Mm.
Excel, and we can also look into, we can create the customer profile like, okay, how much juice has been taken by which customer, so what is the
Right.
overall. So, yeah.
I remember like in the initial day, every like at the end of the month, he would sit with all the
Oh,
sheets,
God, that
paper,
was
or the keep. Okay,
crazy.
where are this order? Where is that order? It was really difficult to actually put that again into the Excel sheet and then
Yeah.
giving out the report. So it's like it was a multiple thing happening all over the physical world, and then you have to copy it into the Excel to get the analytics done, and it's like crazy
Mm.
thing. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
it
is what.
helped us to reduce the paperwork, I would say close to zero. So we are like, that is one of our mission as well, that we should be environment friendly when we are serving juices, and that is the reason we also take back the bottles to recycle it. And Chef Buddy
Okay.
also has the same thing, is like we can go paperless, so that's really very
Right.
nice. And other thing is like, if we are stuck somewhere, or if we
Hmm.
want to develop a new functionality within the app, the support team is really awesome. They will like
Or yeah,
one
there are any glitches.
glitches
So
or
I would just
anything.
write it on the common ID or the WhatsApp number which I have, and then they would act upon it. So even though we are
Right.
like really small setup,
And
but they
completely
do that,
different.
right?
It's
Yeah.
like defined for the chefs, and we are into juices, but still we are able to use the
Mhm.
app. Is like crazy. It's like really very agile app.
That's wonderful. That thank you so much. I mean, it's I'm happy that Chef Buddy is helping you out so well, and we definitely hope we will continue whatever support we'll provide you the support that's required. So, and in fact, I want like to ask our viewers also, how many of you have tried out the Chef Buddy app yet? Do let us know in the comments. Now, before we end these questions, just one thing I would like to ask you guys. What has so far from your experience, what's that one learning or some suggestion that you would like to give out to people who are, planning to start a health food business? Is there something that you want to point out?
I think I have two, but I'll start with the first one. Like in last, I would say from last 1 year, since July, we have been thinking, right? So there has been a lot of like I would not say failure, but there were like stumbling blocks in between. Like we
Okay.
thought about packaged juices, which didn't really work because of course, litigations and problems. Like it cannot be used for a public commercial property, like the parking ones. So
Okay.
we didn't gave up on the idea. We kind of continued with the because we all three of us were like connected through a passion, and we wanted to continue it. So we kind of pivot and try to find which is the next possible way and how we can go about it. So I think that's one thing which I would say, if you really want to do something and you are really good at something, please continue it without any there will be problems all the time. Like COVID is a problem, still people are surviving and people are going ahead, right? So why to stop? The second would be to stay core to your values, or the things that you have decided to do. So
Okay.
like for us, we wanted to stay core to healthy way of life, like spreading healthy way of life. Second was we wanted to be responsible, or we didn't want to harm nature at all. So I think that's what Rajdev mentioned. That's why we take the bottles back. And I know many people might not like it, but if they want, they can of course keep it at the end of the month or so. But the only reason behind is to have a better sustainable life in future. Third, I would say is you should be open to feedbacks, and like it's a learning process for everyone. So you take feedbacks, you work upon it, and then you move forward.
I would like to add is like don't create any pseudo boundaries that this cannot happen or that cannot happen. Give it a try and come out of the comfort zone to see if you are able to look into and excel what you want to do. So yeah, and of course, open to feedback. Always help us to learn more.
Yeah,
I think that's too much of
absolutely.
Gandhi.
Well, that brings me to the end of these questions. And before we move on to the next segment, well, thank you both of you, because there's a lot to learn from your experience so far. So in cold pressed juices, what you're doing is wonderful, and I think what you mentioned just now, or being open to feedback, is the key when you're looking to start out, or even along the way. Just be open to feedback, positive, negative. It just helps you grow and be better. So now, Richi and Rajdeep, we move on to the next segment, which is the Jhatpat Rapid Fire round. And I will be asking you 5 questions. Since it's the two of you, just all answers both of you will have to give as
Both of
quickly
you.
as possible. Well, okay, that's your call, but I would prefer if both of you give the answers.
Okay.
These are very
We'll
simple,
try.
though, trust
We'll
me.
try. We'll try.
All right, let's start with an easy one. What's your favorite elixir flavor?
Mighty
Each
Orange.
one.
The beetroot.
Yeah, that was easy. So, one fruit or vegetable you would never make a juice from.
Beetroot.
I would say cabbage.
That's, I think a lot of people would agree. Who among the three of you is the most serious one?
Satish.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah,
He's
he's
not
not
here.
here. This is so convenient.
We'll blame him.
Right. Your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal.
Like I'm foodie, I eat every day some cheat meal. So I don't know. It's very
Anything
difficult.
that first comes to mind?
No, it's like very Whenever they ask me like what you want to eat, I say dal chawal. So they never
That's your
ask me.
comfort food.
Yeah, they never ask me only.
For me, I think everything, like all junk food, pani puri,
Pasta aji khaya na
I
pasta.
made pasta today.
All
Pizza,
right.
yeah, all of them are I like.
Got it. And the last one, what would you prefer? Karele ki sabzi or karele ke shots?
Both, I would say both.
Yeah, both.
After
We
knowing,
both like Karela in general.
yeah,
So
maybe you say Loki, I will say
That
juice.
comes as a surprise to me, but yeah. Very well done, both of you. Well, Nidhi has commented that for her cheat meal, she would go to pakoras, I think, from
Oh,
oh, okay.
Nidhi, please share with us also.
All right. So that brings me to the end of this session with just the few questions that we've got from our viewers. I'll take those up. Let me just check. So Anjana asks, are cold pressed juices healthy for kids' consumption as well?
Yes. So I think we do have our kids menu as well, and my toddler, like which is approved by my toddler. So
Okay.
whatever my toddler can drink, I think even elder, a little bit older kids can also drink. And we have simple juices which kids would like oranges, carrot, like blissful carrot. Then we have tropical pineapple.
Gingerly apple.
Gingerly apple. So all these juices are like palatable for kids, and they really like it. And I think last week and last week, we did serve to two families who had kids, and they really liked it. So
Okay.
I had feedback saying like my kids just gulped all of the juices. So
Wow.
it was like really fun.
That's a real compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it made our day. That.
All right. Anup asks, what challenges did you face in terms of converting users to subscribers? Because that's a recent model that any promotions that you specifically were running at the time?
I don't think
Like
so.
daily users to subscription
So
users.
it was the product is so awesome. I would say that it was very easy for us to just say that okay, we are getting into subscription mode. Would you like to be the part of it? And I would
Right.
thank to everybody who subscribed it
Right.
because of them we were able to make it a success.
Also, actually, when we were serving only on weekends, like I remember few
Yeah,
people
yes.
were already asking us, do you do you give the juices every day, or do you give it in the evening? That time, I think kids were having evening schools, and they used to come back in afternoon on like mothers were looking out for an evening healthy way
Right.
out. So they actually did ask us, and I think
We were not
we
ready
were
that
not
time.
able to serve that, unfortunately. But I think now we are ready.
All right. In fact, we do have Archana here who says that we are the happy customers, have been using the juices from the past 3 weeks, and juices are of
Oh,
high quality and always delivered on time. It's
Thank you,
yeah, it's
Archana.
fantastic. So next, Rachna asks, what is the shelf life of one bottle of juice? And because she's wondering if she can pick it up from SNN, she doesn't stay there. So what is the typical shelf life?
so it's like when we juice it, and if we are able to consume it within 1 hour without oxidizing it much, because we will have some kind of air in between the bottle and the juice which is left. So within 1 hour, I don't see there is any challenge. But if we are not able to put it into fridge, then no point keep drinking it after 1 hour.
Yeah.
But if we juice it and immediately we put it into the fridge, yeah, you can drink it after 6 hours as well, provided
Right.
that you are not
Right.
taking it out and opening it and smelling it. And, yeah, juice
Acha,
smells
and
very
then we
nice.
close it and
Then
then keep
close
it
and
inside.
no, no.
That doesn't work. So shouldn't kill the like the seal shouldn't be
Freshness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
removed.
it's like that. So if she is
Understood.
able to get it like in within 1 hour, she's able to consume it, then definitely.
All right. So, well, I think that answers Rachna's question. And one last question we'll take for the night. What are the plans for expansion? Are you planning to supply these juices beyond Bangalore?
Beyond Bangalore. Okay.
Yes, the
Or
answer is
maybe your future products.
yeah. The answer is yes, but we do not have a roadmap as of now in place
Right.
saying that how we are going to go beyond Bangalore. Recently, before this, like say 2 weeks back, we started delivering around like 2 kilometers away from SNL. But
Okay.
again, thanks to COVID, and we were not able to do that, I would say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely in the plan.
Like, I don't know when, but it is definitely on the roadmap. Somewhere down the line, we will definitely be able to expand beyond Bangalore.
Well, we hope to see you do that soon. And you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for taking out the time and talking to us. We've had a wonderful experience today, and I'm sure our viewers also thoroughly enjoyed watching you guys. And
Thank you,
we
Chef
wish you
Buddy,
all the
for
very best.
Thank
thank you,
you,
Chef
thank you,
Buddy,
Chef
for
Buddy.
like actually featuring us, and we had fun talking to you
Yeah.
guys.
Same energy. And to our viewers, do come back next Friday at the same time. We'll be having a new chef with us with a new experience. And keep following us on the Facebook page and yeah, for all the latest updates. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend, you all.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.